It is a privilege and a pleasure to be able to talk to you, the young generations of ASEAN. I'm glad that the Ministry of Education of the Kingdom of Thailand is arranging this gathering for all of you. I wish that all of you from all 10 countries could come, but one or two are missing. I hope we can try again. You are all preparing for a very different future. That future is going to be full of opportunities, but also full of challenges. It will be a different future from what your parents, what your grandparents were expecting. Because from now on, we will live together as a family in a new regional framework called the ASEAN community. By the end of this year, about late November, 2 months from now, the ASEAN community will emerge out of our ASEAN summit in Kuala Lumpur under the leadership of the Prime Minister of Malaysia. So ASEAN, 10 countries, 600 million people, very diverse. This diversity we have to manage. We are diverse in languages, we are diverse in levels of economic development, we are diverse in our ethnicity, we are diverse in our history, in our governance, in our norms, in all areas that you can think about, that you can imagine. But living together under one roof in this new framework called the ASEAN community, we have to learn to know each other. We have to learn to respect the differences among us, and we have to learn to appreciate those differences among us and between us too. So the future belongs to the youth, the future belongs to the new generations of ASEAN or ASEANites. The question is, how will we prepare ourselves for that very different future? Definitely the quality of our human resource, meaning your quality, your competitiveness, your proficiency in science, in technology, your ability to produce, to innovate, and to compete. These are the elements that will prepare you for a world of competition, a region of cooperation, but also a region of competition among us and between us. So the quality of education is going to be extremely important. Most of us are considered developing countries. Most of us are trying to improve upon our quality of education. We need to invest more. We need to recruit more qualified personnel or teachers. We need to develop science, technology, and innovation. And we need our people to be able to think critically, to be able to analyze, to be able to bring informations and facts and put them together and try to understand them and try to draw conclusions from them and try to make decisions based on those facts, those information. It's called critical thinking. It's called analytical thinking, which will be different from the past. In the past, we inform our people. We give facts and figures and names to our students. From now on, you will have to be prepared to think critically. Facts, figures, informations, you can find them in the palms of your hand, in your smartphones, in your laptops. But analytical thinking, the ability to think critically, to question and to answer those questions and to find solutions to those questions. In other words, the new generation of people in ASEAN will have to find solutions to the problems that we are facing as a region, as a people, and we have to find solutions that will help us do better than in the past. ASEAN is, as a region, ASEAN is science and technology and innovation deficit. We don't produce our own technology here. We don't produce our own research, our science, our innovation. We depend on science, intellectual property, technology, innovation from outside. So investment that comes to ASEAN would only make use of the labor, cheap labor of ASEAN. The abundance of resources, natural resources of ASEAN. We do not make any contribution into the production line from science, from technology that are homegrown, that we produce. So what do we get? This is what would lead us to what economists around the world are saying. We are going to face what they call the middle income trap. Meaning we are not going to get any richer as a country, as a region, because we don't have our own technology, because we don't have our own science, because we don't have our own innovation. We bring all those things from outside and produce them here and export them to the rest of the world. So we get only the wage. We get only the cost of the labor. We don't get the high-priced intellectual property that would be part of those products. That's the challenge of ASEAN, to be caught in that middle income trap. And we will not be able to get out of it to become rich, but we will be middle income all into the future. So the quality of education will have to take this into consideration. You, all of you, leaders of the new generations of ASEAN will have to keep this in mind, that you would like to see a kind of education that would make you more competitive, that would make you more qualified, that would make you better citizens of ASEAN, contributing, producing, productive, not borrowing everything from outside, produce them here and send them out. ASEAN has to be transformed. And it is waiting for you, because the older generations could only think about building this structure called ASEAN, this architecture called the ASEAN community. But to make it livable, to make it productive, to make it competitive, and to make it an enabling environment for us to compete with the rest of the world, you will have to move in. You will have to come in better prepared, with better education, and with a stronger determination to succeed on the landscape of ASEAN waiting for you.